Well, there's some good content, some bad content, and, well, a lot of nothing. So we're gonna go through everything that dropped today in MLB The Show, and we're gonna review every card we can, see if it's even worth your time, because there's a lot, because God forbid they space out content. So let's just go. Okay, so we're gonna start off here in the Tops Now program, because this is where we have to be, our treacherous program. If you did everything so far, you should be up to Alex Verdugo. There's gonna be some packs you're gonna get wrapped about. Another jumbo pack, because, you know, Lord knows it, we want those. First guy up will be Ralphiella. I'm gonna butcher his first name, but he gets a collection, his first hit card. There you go, 104, 97, 83, 79. Good speed. You can play a lot of positions there. So nice utility card. A little bit of an upgrade from, I want to say, from his Future Stars card. Next card up is another Angel, Kyron Paris. 113, 101, 86, 79, 92 speed, 99 steal and stuff. He can play shortstop and second base. There's that, so good for us. And then we got Austin Wells, getting a lot of rookies. So Austin Wells, another upgrade from his Future Stars card. 104, 90, 100, and 91 respectively. He can play first, left, and right, primary catcher. So good day to be a Yankees fan, I guess. I think there's another one too that's kind of exciting. Next up is shortstop Nick Lofton from the Royals. He's got 103, 116, 81, 92. Can play virtually everywhere. And yeah, he's the next one up on this list. Next up, we got Darius Vines from the Braves. A pitcher, makes these programs a little bit smoother. We got a pitcher, 92, 107, 85, 98, 99. And then he's got a cutter, four seam, changeup, and slider. You can see above my head here. So he'll work for when we need to get the grinding done. Again, it makes it way easier. Next up, Bo Naylor for I think a home run, right? Club history with RBIs, home runs, and 3 straight games. So Bo Naylor, catcher, secondary, third base with 108, 78, 115, 81. And his clutch is 106. So yeah, it'll help him against lefties. Say same against righties. Next up, we got Johan Vadeo, who got a complete game shutout. 95 here, 113, 105. K per 9, 72. Fastball, slider, slurve, sinker, and circle change. You can see that above my head there as well. 97 to 88, so decent enough there. Next up, Novelli Marte. Kind of figured this card was coming. 109, 102, 80, 72. Play third base and shortstop. Next up, we got Tommy Edmond, who's a primary center fielder, but can play gosh darn everywhere. 74, 104, 63, 101, 85 C with 99 steal and stuff for a walk-off home run. That's kind of nice. And of course, here it is, Jason Dominguez, the Martian, 105, 87, 108. He can play center, right, and left, and his speed is right there. Nice little, slightly better card than what he had. Speaking of the return to the Future Stars program, here's Kyle Harrison for his, a 95, four-seam, slurve, circle change, slider, and cutter. Fastball's 95, his cutter's 80 is 90, and his circle change 86, so decent enough differential there. 98, 101, 105 on the stats that matter. Next up, Ronnie Mauricio, 101, 86, 115, 65. Good lord, they just can't give him anything, can they? So there's that for you. Next up is Royce Lewis, who hit a giant grand slam. 107, 102, 112, and 81 against lefties. He can play virtually everywhere. Primary, third base, shortstop, second base, and all outfield eligibility. And then the final card we're going to get is this Tim Anderson. They show this on the live stream. The 99, 1,000 hits in his career. 110, 125, 85, 94. I usually like Tim Anderson cards, but we'll see how this goes. It's a free 99 for collection for getting all this stuff done. Here are all the moments there. You get 2 points per. So I don't know how necessarily far we're going to be, but if I had to guess, the last 3 will probably be that. Do they have missions? Yes, they do. It is 27 innings. Okay. 27 innings. So just load it up and play. Like I always say, just do the do a game against the rookie, a game against like the Rockies on rookie, and you'll get through it, no problem. So let's jump over to the August Awards program, which is probably where most of us are going to want to spend our time, and we'll do it that other thing over there. So the captains for this month are 95 Madison Bumgarner. There you go, 96 hit per 9, yay. And then the hitter will be Gary Sanchez, 115.64, 115.86. Not bad for good old Gary. And the first card we're going to get is Cano Perez, a lefty reliever, 95.98, sinker, 4-seam slider, and a curveball, 103 hit per 9. So he'll be a nice little lefty for the bullpen. Next up, we got Jojo Romero. He throws 95 with a sinker, circle change, slider, 4-seam, and a cutter, 96 hit per 9, 100 K per 9. Not a bad little card there. Next up is Zach Geloff. I don't say his name. 90, 120, 115, 75. He was one of the rookies of the month, so this isn't too shocking. He can play second and third from the Oakland A's here. Next up is Eric Swanson. 25, 103, and 107, respectively. Splitters, 86, 4-seam, and 95, slider, 87. And that's that. We have a mystery card. Oh, it's Max Kepler, 94, 125, 88, 125. Outfield. Nice picture there, Max. Next up will be Yusei Kikuchi, a lefty starter, 96. On the fastball, slider, 89, curveball, 84, circle change, 88, 101, 93, and 85 on the hit and K per 9. Next up will be none other than Jake Berger, who does not have a beard. He has a mustache. Shave, give him his stash. Gosh darn it. 120, 104, 95, 118. He's primary third, who can play first and second base. What a great name. Burger King over there. Next up will be Kyle Bradish, 101, 107, and 92 on the stamina, hit per 9, and K per 9, with a slider, 4-seam, sinker, curveball, and circle change. Not bad all in all. Next up is, he might have injured himself last night, but Luis Rengifo gets a card. 106, 125, 101, 98, 95. He can play short, second, third, and right field. The dude's been an animal, so glad he gets a card, because he probably wouldn't have got one normally. Next up would be Sam Hentages, another lefty. 25, 92, 125 K per 9. Fastball, curveball, slider, and a sinker. Following him up will be Josh Lau, 125, 75, 165. He can play right field, third base, center, and left with 90 speed there. So he's a quick one. He'll be the first 97. There are no packs, it looks like, so it's just cards we're getting as we go. And the next up will be Ryan Mountcastle. He can play first, third, and left. 111, 125, 70, 125 with 125 clutch. There you go on that one. Pretty decent card. Another good one. Sonny Gray gets another pitcher card. 109, 105, 83, 100. Fastball, slur, sweeping curve, sinker, and a cutter. Yeah, Oscar gets a card. 125, 105, 109, 87, 106 clutch. Not bad, I do say myself. Freddie Peralta, 102, 115, 109. Fastball, slider, curveball, and a circle change. See that? Right above me head. Followed up by good old Adam Duvall, 94, 111, 125, 125, and 107 clutch. He can play first, third, right, left, and center. He's got a good arm. Adam Duvall, man, he's got a good swing. Mitch Garver gets a card. 101, 125, 125, and 94 are the batting stats. He can play catcher and first. They gave him silver, so he'll be okay back there if you need a catcher. Might not need one. I don't know. Angels legend Rossell Iglesias gets a player of the month card here. Circle change, 4-seam, sinker, and slider. 25 stamina, 125 hit per 9, and 111 K per 9. Might be a decent budget closer here. Another mystery card here is Kerry Carpenter, 125, 81, 125. Perfect against righties and lefties, 81 and 90 with the 111 clutch. He can play right, left, and center. I'm sure their cards get in. Here's the bat skin, and the one we all been waiting for, Julio Rodriguez gets it. So 125, 125, 100, 111, 125 clutch, 99s across the board for speed. He will definitely probably be playing center for me the rest of the time, and then we just move Cody somewhere else. But that's all of that. Here are all the moments we got, you got to do there. And of course, stat missions, blah, blah, 30. Okay, for the record, 10 saves. Okay, just throwing that out there. There are 10 saves that you might have to do. I would avoid that if you could. There's the event collection again that kind of speeds this up, so you might want to get 5 wins there. That'll give you 4 points. I don't suggest doing 20, but hey, if you're there. Tops Now collection gives you 10, so make sure you finish that up. I want to say, actually, you can do this now. So realistically, lock that in first, get yourself 10 points, because that'll get you to here. So that'll start there. And then if you want to exchange, you can exchange some set 3 cards if you have a bunch of extras. I suggest we not do that. Now let's talk about the worst, not the worst program, but a little bit of lackluster, the Great Race of 98. So basically, I have a funny suspicion that this is going to be played out like the good old retirement number program. Let's see if it was. Yeah, so I kind of had this hunch from this pack drop that you're gonna need a couple of these, so be aware of that. So this is 2040, so you get 40 there. From the ones you'll get one, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So 40, that's 80 points right there without stat missions, if the math was done right, if you just do the showdown and stuff. So I'll get you here. Yeah, it kind of looks like you're gonna need that pack, so it's gonna cost you some stubs. So the missions are home runs up to 70, so it's gonna be a little bit of a grind, but that'll give you 10. So you might not need it. Oh no, you're gonna need it. Yeah, you're definitely gonna need it. So get ready to do get ready for these. Oh no, that's number retirement. Yeah, so get ready to pack some of these guys and stuff, because you're probably gonna need a couple of those. Because like I said, if I did the math right, you'll be here if you just do the showdown, the conquest, and the moments. Stat wise, oh maybe not. Home run, 3 home runs in well, maybe not. Well, no, because these are hits. Race players, 40 Ks with them. Maybe not. We'll have to see how this goes, but it's gonna be a longer program, so not entirely. Well, you get Rob Nen, so I mean, the first starter you get's not until 70, so keep that one in mind. Like I said, if the math's right, you'll get to 80 just by kind of going, but it's gonna be a long grind. So let's take a look at these cards that you're gonna be getting here. Let's start off with Rob Nen here. 99 on the fastball, 82 on the slider, splitter, and curve. 97 again. We're gonna see a lot of like reboots from season 1, set 1. Next up is Jason Kendall. I think that's his first card this year. I don't recall another one. 108, 125, 73, 74. He's a catcher. Doesn't have a lot of power, decent enough speed, so he might fit there at least. Mo Vaughn. I think this is his first card. New legend, old legend. With 95, 123, and then 92, 108, and then the clutch of 81. Oh, buddy. He was a slugger, so I don't remember him doing well in 98. I remember it was 5. Larry Walker, this card's I think pretty good. 125, 107, 93, 73, and he can play second, third, and all outfield spots, so I'm excited. Angels Legendary Versatile, 123 to 115 and 27. 4-seam curve, slider, and change. So good fun card for us Angel fans here. I think this is a pretty decent card. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's pretty good. Jeff Bagwell, 95, 125, 96, 100 with 99 on the clutch. They are gonna think these cards the clutch. Let me tell you what, you can play first and that's it. Next up, Pedro. I saw this one. They can't give Pedro a good card at all, can they? 199.90. My God, man. And I assume I didn't look at quirks, but I'm willing to bet. Oh, they do have quirks. Oh, look at that. But they can't give him a good card to save his life. So we're just here with it. Replacement, another free to play Jeter if you don't have the collection reward. 114, 123, 70, 182. You can play shortstop only. So another free Jeter. It'll help you get some stuff in the retirement prac. I guess. I don't know why that's there. And then you get one of these. By the way, these 99s look amazing. You're going to see some of the free ones you're going to get. And by golly. So this Delgado's pretty good. The Sean Green's pretty good too. Harry Wood, not too shabby. I wish they'd use another picture for Kerry Wood. Saberhagen, we all know Saberhagen's going to get lit up. Eric Davis is pretty good for a 97. Can't complain there. Mike Piazza, not too shabby there as well. David Justice, I've seen better. But he's not too bad either. And then Edgar Martinez, not that bad either. I mean, these aren't bad cards. But yeah, let's go to disappointment here. I have to look, and I'm gonna look. I have a feeling that his MVP card was the 95 or was from 98. So yeah, this is kind of interesting. 107, 125, 93, 105. Yeah, the NL collection is better than this guy, so that's unfortunate. But the last card you get is Big Mac, Mark McGwire. 125, 114, 125, 125 across the board. This card makes it worth it, but it's gonna take so dang long to get there, which is rough and a problem because there's so much grinding that's gonna have to be done this weekend, probably the next week. So keep that in mind. And like I said, you're probably gonna have to get some of these. You're probably gonna have to spend some steps to get one of these. If you luck out in the rare round, you get 25, and that'll probably do you in. I know on the retirement program, it took 3 base round cards, right? Yeah, it took 3. So if you luck out and get the rare round, that's what you're gonna want. So with that being said, I do want to check. Let's check the shops. I want to say those are 40k packs, right? 50. All right, 50k packs. So keep that one in mind as we go along here. But I did want to check one thing before we go. Let me check the collections. Like I said, I want to say this card, this Sammy Sosa was 98, correct? Yeah. So I have a feeling now this looks weird because this is basically the same year card. This is a better card, and I get why they did that, but it also is really odd because like this is sort of what we realistically, this should have been the card with the attributes of the card that they were that program had, was this one right here. Unfortunate. I get what they're trying to go for because they didn't want, they still want you to complete collections and all that stuff, but like look at like the big, like the McGwire card, the Mark McGwire card. It's basically the same card. There's no problem here with this one. I mean, the contact's a bit higher, but the power is still 125 across the board. I don't know why they couldn't just be like, we'll make it a little bit better. I really don't know why. It's odd that both 99 Mark McGwire cards are 125 across the board, but Sammy's not. Like the Sammy Sosa's not. You saw what the other one was. So that's an interesting kind of go about it. But yeah, so there's plenty of stuff to grind and all that stuff. Like I said, I kind of had a hunch that's what was the case going to be. You're going to see that exact thing. So start the grind. It's going to be a long one. Hopefully you'll be playing this weekend if you got some time. I know Starfield just came out, so a lot of people aren't necessarily going to be like, yeah, let's grind it, because it's probably going to be, a long grind. It'll probably be a 2-3 week thing. They got to make this content a little bit more spread out. There's no, I said it before and I'll say it again. There's no reason for them to throw out this much content in one go. If they wanted to do this program, they should have dropped like Player of the Month on Wednesday or something, because it when it's like this, it's just dumped in your lap all weekend. It's kind of rough. And plus, there's football on Sunday, so like people aren't really grinding. I don't know. And plus, Starfield's out, so I want to play Starfield. I don't want to play with the show. But nevertheless, the program's again another meh. The 99 at the end for Mark McGwire is good, but as I said this in last week's video, if you saw me last week, I'm very concerned when Finance comes out, because if they kind of pull this stuff again, yeah, we're in for a very interesting time. So if you liked it, leave a like, all that fun stuff. My name is Specs, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Enjoy the grind, guys.